जुड़े हुए हैं। एलन, एक राउंड अपने लोगों का इंट्रोडक्शन का भी, उसके बाद जो है आप।
I'm Mamta. Good morning, everyone. I'm Mamta Agarwal. I'm advisor 1 here. I look after ATAL, basically, which is AICTE Training and Learning Academy. It is primarily faculty development program in emerging areas. Other than that, implementation of NEP and also all the awards and functions of AICTE. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Morning, sir. This is Dr. Ilango, Assistant Director in the NEET Cell, as well as the Innovation Cell. I take care of implementing NEET Cell under the guidance of Dr. Sir, and also involved in promotion of innovation in higher education institutions and schools.
Alan, your contribution in school education, the connect which we are having now with school education, for the purpose of improving innovation in our school
education. And to in line with the culture of innovation, in line with NEP, we have been launched an innovation ambassador program for 50,000 school teachers last week. For all the Minister of Education in China and the Secretary launched this program for 50,000 school teachers to create the culture from the ground level at the schools, so that when the students comes to college, be more good foundation for them for technical.
So for school education, we are having MOU with them. Particularly in emerging areas now, they are in national education policy. They are saying that which is artificial intelligence, data sciences, those content should be imparted to school students also. So, but for that purpose, teachers it has to be ready. So we are connecting now schools also, as Madam is saying, ATAL Academy. It is AICTE Teaching and Learning Academy, where in emerging areas we are imparting training to our teachers, technical education teachers. But because we are having expertise, many connect with industries we are having. So we are connecting school teachers also. स्कूल में भी इस तरह का जो है इन एमर्जिंग एरियाज में टीचिंग करेंगे तभी वो बच्चों को पढ़ा पाएंगे. सिमिलरली फॉर इनोवेशन, हमारे यहाँ पे AICTE में MHRD का इनोवेशन सेल है, इनफैक्ट फॉर होल कंट्री टू क्रिएटिंग दैट एनवायरनमेंट इन आवर टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूट्स. तो वो जो इनोवेशन का सेल हमारा पिछले 3 साल से काम कर रहा था, उसी सेल को हमने स्कूल का काम भी साथ में जो है. आपने स्मार्ट इंडिया कैथन का हमारा सुना होगा कंसेप्ट जो है, जिसमें बच्चों को हम प्रॉब्लम्स देते हैं, सोशल प्रॉब्लम्स, इंडस्ट्री की प्रॉब्लम, एंड स्टूडेंट्स आर प्रोवाइडिंग सॉल्यूशंस. सिमिलर कल्चर वी वुड लाइक टू क्रिएट इन स्कूल्स. ये हमारा जो है आज का जो प्रोग्राम है, जो इंटर्नशिप का पोर्टल का जो काम देखते हैं, मिस्टर बुद्धा है, चंद्रशेखर बुद्धा, तो आप AI के एक्सपर्ट हैं साहब, वो आप यूपी में थे, इनका काफी एक कनेक्ट सोसाइटी की तरफ भी मेरे को कुछ करना है सोसाइटी के लिए. तो हमने इनको रिक्वेस्ट करके AICTE में वो सेकेंडमेंट पे है, ये कोई हमारे से पैसा चार्ज नहीं कर रहे हैं साहब. और विशेष रूप से ये जो इंटर्नशिप का पोर्टल है, जिसमें इंडस्ट्रीज को बच्चों के साथ कैसे कनेक्ट कर पाए, हमारे सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज ये है कि बच्चों की एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी एनहांसमेंट का. तो ये जो पोर्टल जो तैयार किया, जिसपे अपन आज अपना NCDC का भी जो है कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, वो आपका एफर्ट है बुद्धा जी का जो है.
अच्छा, बुद्धा जी किस डिपार्टमेंट या किस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन से?
I work for Microsoft USA for ATS in Center of Excellence.
With secondment from where?
From my own company. I have a company in UK, registered in UK, London Stock Exchange. So we have some 300 plus resources. So as I want to do something for the country, so I am contributing because my expertise is on the data analytics, business intelligence, and artificial intelligence. And I'm a cyber security professional also. So on the emerging areas, I'm contributing back to the countries.
कल प्रधानमंत्री जी का एक प्रोग्राम था साहब, NEP पे जो है नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी, उसमें एक टूल की बात की गई. प्रधानमंत्री जी ने लॉन्च किया था टूल जो है, वो हमारी जो डिफरेंट लैंग्वेजेस है उसमें आपका डॉक्यूमेंट है उसको कन्वर्ट करने का टूल जो है आपने डेवलप किया. टूल तो थे ही, ऐसे गूगल ट्रांसलेट वगैरह हैं ही, अवेलेबल हैं, पर आपके टूल की विशेषता ये है कि ये अपने जैसे साइंटिफिक आपकी इक्वेशंस हैं, आपके फॉर्मूला हैं, आपके फिगर्स हैं, एवरीथिंग इज गेटिंग means translated in the way कि जिस शेप में वो है exactly in the same format they are getting translated जो है. तो ये भी अब हम रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस में भी एजुकेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उसके लिए किताबें होनी चाहिए, इंग्लिश में किताबें उनको ट्रांसलेट करने का. सो दैट टूल ही है डेवलप. कल प्रधानमंत्री जी ने उसी टूल को जो है लॉन्च भी किया था सर. हमारा जो है
वो टूल का क्या नाम है
सर? The basic thought process is books as a format. And lots of objects. Some objects are in latex symbols, as you know. So Google doesn't have a capability of translating the special characters or tables or punctuation marks, etc. So we have created a tool which replicates including your format. It is called AICTE Language Translation Tool. It does 4 things. One is it translates the books as it
It's
is.
called AICTE.
It's a AICTE intellectual property, sir. We have created our own in-house. I mean, three or
And,
4
that's to
interns and myself. We all
Buy it or one can use it free.
It's a Indian government property, sir. Now, AICTE property means government property. On request basis, yes,
If
anyone
it is
can.
government product, then it will be free.
It's free. It's free only.
Okay, very good.
Sir, assistant director in itself and looking at internship work.
So portal we have created, but it has to reach to every student, to industry. तो रीजन वाइज हमने ऑफिसर्स अपॉइंट किए हैं जो जाके जो है इंस्टीट्यूट्स को बच्चों को कनेक्ट करने का काम कर रहे हैं, इंडस्ट्रीज को इस पोर्टल पे लाने का काम कर रहे हैं.
आपका strength है ना ये, it is not engineering and management.
इंजीनियरिंग मैनेजमेंट आपका जो आर्ट्स क्राफ्ट्स डिजाइन, पहले तो फार्मेसी आर्किटेक्चर भी हमारे पास थे, वो अभी अलग हुए हैं. होटल मैनेजमेंट भी हमारे पास में है.
अभी होटल मैनेजमेंट आपके पास है.
हाँ.
Skill development cell है, induction programs है. Under skill development, there are various initiatives like PNKY, Kosher Vikas, and then skill knowledge providers, National Employability Enhancement Scheme. These are the initiatives under skill development, and induction program is actually to inculcate universal human values. So human values have to be inculcated in the students. So this program is all about human values. Along with this, there is one induction program where the students have to, like whenever they are joining the institute, they are new to the institute, they have to acclimatize to this environment. So this program is about this. And other than this, there is one program, there is one course which is mandatory for all these students. This is on human values. So we are promoting that.
Your award on Vishwakarma Award.
The Vishwakarma Award is about, there are 2 kinds of awards under Vishwakarma. One is USWA, that is Utkrasht Sansthan Vishwakarma Award. That is for the institution. So institution have to work on the theme that we give them every year. Last year we had given the theme that India fights Corona. So, there were various parameters under which we evaluated the institution, how they have contributed to the society during that Corona period. Because some of the institutions, they developed some innovative products. Some of the institutions, they contributed through some donations, and some of the institutions created awareness through their students. So all these parameters were included under this program. This year we are going to launch this, and we are planning that we will be giving the theme National Education Policy, New Education Policy. And Chhatra Vishwakarma Award is for the students where they are supposed to develop some innovative solutions to the existing problem in the rural areas. So in the rural areas or in the society, wherever they find the problem. Last year, this program was about creating Atmanirbhar Bharat post-corona, India's economic recovery post-corona. Under these various parameters were there, for example, rehabilitation of those migrant workers, and the issues those emerged during that program. For example, people were not able to access the health services. So all these problems were given to the student to provide the innovative solutions. Prior to this, for the last 2 years, between 2018 and 19, the problem were given related to the rural area. So one was to enhance
Income of a village.
Income of rural population through the innovative technologies. So student has given various solutions, maybe to how to increase the agricultural income, or through some value addition, or maybe whatever are the post-harvest services. So through that, how to enhance the income of the village, that was the theme. And one more program that we had launched in 2017, it was all about how to make their institution smart using the innovative technology. So this was about Chhatra Vishwakarma. And this year, we are planning that Chhatra Vishwakarma Award we will be giving based on the creating a Atmanirbhar Bharat. And through various, whatever parameters we deciding, we'll be giving to the students, and accordingly, they are supposed to give the solution to that.
Thank
Your,
you, thank
your
you.
own background, just in 2 minutes.
I was in NIAM, National Institute of Agriculture Marketing. This was in Jaipur. And
आपने क्या नाम बताया
किसका sir?
आपका अपना?
Dr. Neetu Bhagat.
Were you there in 2016-17?
16-17, I was here in
On
AICTE.
deputy, she's in. On deputy.
So since 2016, I'm here. I joined the
There used to be an income tax lady there, no? When you were there, were you there?
Irina Garg, madam. Yes,
Irina,
yes,
yes. Wife of my batchmate.
She's not, she was there only for 3
Yeah, I
years.
know.
And after that, Chandrasekhar sir was there. P. Chandrasekhar from management.
Then another lady came. He
I
also.
know JS sir, now he is AS, P.K. Swain sir. He is the current DG of NIA. He is supposed to advertise.
You can go back as DG now.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. I am Bipin Kumar, and I am assistant director in NEET cell, and I am doing work under the guidance and supervision of with Dr. Sahakar Mitra, sir. And I am looking after 3 regions: Central region, Western region, and Eastern region. Sir, good morning, sir. I am Ramesh, working as assistant director in NEET cell. I am looking to the region of Southern region, the South India, all South India. I am looking for the internship.
Internship, Namaskar. I am Professor Rajendra Kakle. I am looking after the approval process and as the advisor 1 in this. And we work on the approval process, and so this time, as Sir told, we are implementing the regional languages through our approval process, and most of the changes which comes into the NEP, we in line with the NEP, we are implemented in our approval process, and where I am looking, my team, we are looking after the approval of the 10,000 colleges in India, technical engineering colleges in India.
Whosoever comes under your purview.
Right.
All of them. Excellent.
ये हमारी टीम राजीव रहेगी सर, राजीव मेंबर सेक्रेटरी हैं.
Myself, Rajiv Kumar, Member Secretary, AICTE. All the activities, they come under myself, Chairman and Vice Chairman. We are
ये रहा ये टोपे रहा.
the top hierarchy of this organization. And we have 3 advisor 1. They are at the level of Joint Secretary, and we have 3 advisor 2. And we have directors, then deputy directors and assistant directors. So most of the staff here in AICTE is from deputation from the various departments. So we have a culture of corporate culture, you can say, as far as working is concerned, entirely different from a government organization. So
What is the government organization?
so any ministry you say?
They are good or bad?
I'm just, it is different. I will
स्पीड अप की ज्यादा है
Speed up,
कि
yeah.
हमारी डिसीजन मेकिंग हो फास्ट स्पीड पे करते हैं. ये कह रहे तो अच्छी बात है चंदा जी.
वो value loaded thing against government is not, I think. Government is the most efficient housing.
The government is efficient, but sometimes
Government is
our
government is profit oriented, personal oriented. We really government is for the people. Government is not for the people. Government is for themselves, which you are not. AICTE is for people.
आपकी फंक्शनिंग फास्ट आप कह रहे हैं उसी पेस पे आप काम कर रहे
Yes.
हैं. नो
Quick decision.
हाँ डिसीजन मेकिंग में जो है कुछ भी नहीं आप फर्स्ट दिलीप टोकरे दिलीप आप भी एडवाइजर हैं दिलीप साहब जो है.
Philip Malkin, I look after a bureau called as policy and academic planning. And it is basically a bureau where we have around 11 boards. It takes care, the boards are comprising of top academicians, and these boards meet around quarterly, and whatever issues we come across with respect to each of their 11 domains, which are basically engineering, education, pharmacy, architecture, management. Then at undergraduate level, we have a separate board. Technician, we have a separate board. And postgraduate level, we have a separate. So each board has its own
Technician, you have a board.
technician also.
Okay.
Diploma.
टेक्निकल
हाँ, वही.
there are many other issues which comes across. For example, model curriculum, then this Indian language also. Then I also deal with Swayam courses, the online courses that we have, which is the biggest online that we have in the whole world.
Yeah.
So that has.
तो ये हमारी टीम है। मैं एमपी पुनिया हूँ, वाइस चेयरमैन हूँ। आपसे
आपसे
एक
तो
बार
पहले
मीटिंग
मिले, हाँ, आपको मिले हैं हम पहले।
हाँ, मिले हैं। मैं एनआईटी जयपुर में प्रोफेसर हूँ, मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट में, वहाँ से मैं डेपुटेशन।
साथी हैं।
Morning, all of you. I am Dr. Chaneshapa, Executive Director in NCDC. I look after portfolios related to personal administration, HR, processing, textile, and also credit, industrial credit. It's nice to see fraternity of AICTE India. And of course, we are led by our managing director. So we are doing a lot of innovation projects. This is one of the projects where we do under Sahakar Mitra, where the SIP internship program we do. And this internship program covers all the graduates, including especially the graduates who are coming, the technical graduates coming out, without any discrimination. So though we are focused more on agriculture and allied, but it gives to give some kind of innovation and also technology, to bring in technology to the cooperatives. So this is where we want to attract that young talent to cooperatives. That's what we have.
Free.AICTE.
And the scheme is basically the brainchild. Thank you.
You go and type it here, you know.
Good morning to all of you. I'm Krishan Chaudhary, Advisor 20. Advisor in.
Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really happy to be here. My name is Sandeep Naik. I am an officer from the erstwhile J&K Tata. Now I work in the Ministry of Cooperation in the National Cooperative Development Corporation. I have long relationship with AICTE in the sense personally. Long back, Professor Acharya was a great friend because I am from IIT Kharagpur, so Professor Acharya, we had a great friendship. Though I never came to this massive monument and landmark which has been created. Beautiful team and beautiful infrastructure has been created. Very happy to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning and warm welcome to the dignitaries of NCDC, AICTE, staffs and students joined across the country for this launch of internship program of National Cooperative Development Corporation. So brief about the internship. The objective of this internship is to provide work-related learning experience in the core and specific fields of functioning of NCDC to the students of professional course and to project contribution and the achievements of NCDC in the development of cooperatives. To provide a deep immersion opportunities to professional graduates on the role of contribution and impact of NCDC and also cooperative. To orient professional graduates to the cooperative business model and engage themselves in startup cooperatives. To enable professional graduates take up leadership and entrepreneurship role in organized under cooperative acts. To assist needy cooperative in preparation of business plans and projects. This is a brief about this internship program what we are going to launch today. So now I want to welcome our chief guest on behalf of AICTE. First, I would like to welcome our chief guest of the day, Shri Sandeep Kumar Nayak, IAS, Managing Director of NCDC. Brief profile about sir. Mr. Sandeep Nayak sir is a member of IAS of Jammu Kashmir cadre. Sir has been educated in IIT Kharagpur, London School of Economics and Political Science. He had done short-term courses in academic program in National and International Institute of Eminence that includes IIM Ahmedabad, Australian New Zealand School of Government and University of California, Berkeley. Sir has over 37 years of professional experience in private sectors like Tata Steel and public sector ONGC and the state and central government. He is the chairman of Indian Post Limited as a major private sector player in the fertilizer space. His major assignment as civil servant has been including managing director of Premier Cooperative Financing, NCDC, in Government of India, managing director of largest SPU in Jammu Kashmir, the State Power Generation Utility, Principal Secretary of Energy, Agriculture, Tourism Department in Jammu Kashmir, and as a district magistrate of 2 key districts in Central Kashmir Valley, nearly Srinagar and Gulf, in the 90s. He also was the director of major companies like Nalco and Hindustan Zinc Limited. Mr. Sandeep sir, under his leadership, he had made a revolutionary changes in NCDC team, and he has scaled it to new heights in the plans of cooperative sector enterprise of various sizes across the country. NCDC distributed loans to the tune of 24,000 crores in 2021 financial year. He has been the prime mover in formulating several new initiatives in the finance area, such as Sahakar, the Entrepreneurship and Innovation Scheme of Financial Assistance for the Youth, and Sahakar Mitra. With this brief profile, sir, we welcome you on behalf of the AICTE, and thanks for being here. Now I request our member secretary, sir, Professor Rajiv Kumar, sir, to welcome our chief guest by handing over a bouquet. Thank you, sir, member secretary, sir. Now I request our vice chairman, sir, to honor the chief guest by felicitating with a small shawl. Thank you. Thank you, sir, member secretary, sir, and vice chairman, sir. Now I request our chief coordinating officer of the AICTE, Shri Buddha Chandrasekhar ji, to present about the AICTE internship portal.
PPT लगाइए संदीप जी. Good morning, all. As now I'm sure you all realize that AICTE is not a policy-making decision body. Now we are a pure technological company who speed up things with help of technology, and that to advanced technologies. So keeping that in mind, as you know, we have 32 crore students in India, and in higher education we have somewhere around 4 crore. So how we are going to fulfill their requirement, because we are providing knowledge repository, we are giving knowledge in the form of institutions. But the student is coming out of the college, without a practical knowledge. So in order to fulfill that gap, we have taken inspiration from our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, and we have created this artificial intelligence enabled application, which basically connects the students with the industry requirements. So when you say what kind of requirements, so initially it started for engineering students, but slowly we moved it out of non-engineering streams, like any streams like science, arts, agriculture, medicine, pharmacy. We started, given these opportunities across the segments. And as a AICTE, we have realized first, we did a reverse engineering of what kinds of requirements we have across the globe and within our country. As you all know that in last 7 years, India received more than 375 billion US, FDI inflows. What it really means is Industry 4.0, which is picking up, and it is revolutionizing the entire, spectrum. So now China is going down because they are pretty good in 2.0. Their infrastructure is suitable for 2.0, Industry 2.0, not for 4.0. But the strength of India is maths and science. So the Industry 4.0 is purely driven by the technology. So this is where we have an edge, and the entire globe is investing in India, within India. So one side we are getting investments. What about the resources? Because we need to have a resources who can work on it, right? So first we identified the 15 emerging areas, 10 technologies, 55 job roles, 155 skills. Like, all kind of emerging areas across the board, which is going to result 10 crore direct and 40 crore indirect opportunities to all Indians, by 2025. Next slide. Next slide, Sandeep. So what kind of investments we are talking about? Previously, a decade back, we used to receive investments in India, but most of the investments are concentrated on IT, ITES, BPO, KPO. But now if you see, because of this amazing policy called Make in India policy, it opened up doors in auto components, automobile, aviation, biotechnology, food processing, even our The wastage of food also got reduced nowadays. I mean, we are technologically advancing. And Indian government has invested more than 111 lakh crores on 6,835 critical infrastructure projects. If you see the kind of infrastructural upgradation in the country in last 5 years, it's just mind blowing. And the energy is another sector which is very, very important for any industry, for say it's a large scale or a small scale or a medium scale. So the quality of electricity got increased, all the grids got interconnected. Now our supply chain management got improved, our logistics got improved. So this opened up doors for every Indian, whether they may be living in a small remote villages or a big cities. So now it's our job as a Minister of Education to interconnect this too by providing internship opportunities to the students who is still in college. And even our chairman and vice chairman is so energetic and forward thinking people. They said, why only engineering students are higher education? We will take it to the school also. So we are even planning further. We will give opportunities to 7th standard, 8th standard, 9th standard, 10th standard, 11th, 12th standard students. They will also go to a nearby small industry and they will have a hands-on experience, because seeing is believing, touching is believing. So that practical approach is what we want to interconnect. So keeping that in mind, when Madam was there as a in charge for this department, we created one very beautiful policy saying that every student who has AICTE approval college, they can have an internship for 6 months. And recently, Honorable Vice Chairman sir even relaxed it in a way that if we are doing it in a part-time way, still it is applicable. So they can do it for 6 months. And they can do it in a partly way also. Let's say I'm interested on 3 different domains. So I want to work on one on roads and one on chemical industry, one on food. I can split this into 3 different parts and I can do 3 internship opportunities. So not only we are skilling the student, we are reskilling and upgrading them in multiple domains so that they can survive anywhere in the world. So keeping that in mind, we have created this beautiful portal. Next slide. Beautiful portal. And I'm happy to share that now we have internship opportunities on a pan-India basis with the registrations of 69.1 lakh students and with the internships of 4.8 lakhs. And here we have taken the opportunity and interconnected the government initiatives as well as PSUs, MSMEs and MNCs. Because the thought process here is, as you know, in government, there's lots of opportunities and participation of citizens are very important in order to successfully create a model of a developed nation. Because we are developing nation because citizen-centric participation is never happened. So with help of this initiative, we are not only giving the opportunity to the students, we are allowing them to participate, to be part of a development of our country. So as I said, lots of private industries, like we have 2085 plus private industries, Urban Development Ministry, National Highway Authority, Social Justice Ministry, even railways. We have created a very beautiful, very flexible model for them, where the student can use only one finger and apply the internship opportunity on a across PAN basis on the railway ministry. Next slide. So this is the beautiful portal. The magic of this portal is it loads the minute you do like this. So super fast. Because the thought process is most of the village students, the students living in cities, somehow they will get opportunities. But what about the students from remote villages, tribal areas? So that is where we really concentrated, and our vice chairman, sir, MS sir, they are very, very particular on few things. They said, देखो बुद्धा कुछ भी करो, हमारा गरीब बच्चे को ये फटक से आना चाहिए, कम इंटरनेट स्पीड से भी आना चाहिए. तो ये साइट ऐसा बना है सर, गूगल लोड्स इन 0.003 seconds, this loads in 0.006 seconds, and we made it multilingual. They can see this in any language they want. See, the beauty of this is nothing but the sabka saath, sabka vikas, sabka vishwas. So this is the concept we have interconnected with this. Next slide. So these are the couple of opportunities we have. Next slide, please. So when someone posts, so they see the opportunities like this and they click on the view details, click next slide. And they can enroll, the colleges as well as student can register. एक बार site पे चले जाइए, वो दूसरा इसमें site है ना, website. नहीं, उसी में site है ना. हाँ, उसमें दूसरा वाला. दूसरा लिंक एक बार ऊपर से आ जाएगी, ऊपर से।
एनसीडीसी का यहाँ से आ रहा है आपका है?
हाँ, वो अभी लॉन्च के बाद वो अभी लगा सर। Sir, this is the beautiful site we have created. On the top, if you see there is small G symbol. उसके ऊपर एक बार दबाइए जी वो G, click on that.
Yes, sir.
Sir, it gives in all 12 languages. And another beauty is, इसको एक बार बंद करो संदीप. Sir, if you come down, there is two opportunity windows. See, one, imagine I'm from industry side and I'm looking for a programmer or a agriculturist, any student. So I can give the keyword and I can give the location and I will see the profiles, but in a very bird eye view level. And we have restricted because you are not logged in. The minute you log in, you can see all of their profiles and with details, in a such a details that the student may be doing computer science, but he is interested in agriculture because he wants to create a drone which can distribute the thing in the farming. So his domain, his qualification is B.Tech computer science, but this portal has a capability of capturing his interest area and it does an auto match and it gives all those opportunities to the student, saying that these are the opportunities available. But another twist in this is, imagine I'm a student and I'm studying in Bangalore. So I can't take an internship opportunity physically in Jammu Kashmir, right? Because I need to go to attend college. So here it takes 5 nearby locations from the student. So Bengaluru, Tumkuru, I mean, maybe they can say Hyderabad, Delhi, like that, and they can even take an opportunity, virtual opportunity, online opportunity, physical opportunity. So we have given all this flexibility in this. And this entire portal it will take 3 hours to explain this enterprise. We have made it like, not only a simple one page where, people can come and post it. It has an opportunity window of creating a timeline of a student, because our thought process is to utilize this window of opportunity where students create their future. We will convert that into a meaningful information for the Minister of Education and rebuild, reskill their future, saying that, as you are working on these projects, I think these are the suitable opportunities for you. So this is a kind of a mapping we are planning to do, and it has a module from the enterprise, like companies can do a end-to-end interview process. They can release the offer letter. They can even publish what all work activities the student performed, and they can release the relieving letter, experience letter also using this portal. So this is the enterprise portal what we have created. And I'm happy if you have any questions, we will answer. And I really appreciate NCDC for giving this opportunity to our students, because most of the students asking, can you give us something on agriculture? Can you give us something on pharmaceutical and fashion technologies, which we are not able to, because we have a limited. But I would like to thank our Vice Chairman, sir, because this is kind of opportunities. It opens up doors for every student who is interested in agriculture. And if you remember in 2012-13, Abdul Kalamji, Honorable late Abdul Kalamji, he said the food scarcity is the major problem by 2024. That's what he envisioned. That time I was laughing like, oh my God. No. But recently there is a flood in China. 80% of their food production is washed out. What it really means, 1.8 billion people are waiting for food. I think India can become the source of the food, and we can import and we can sell this to double the charge to the Chinese and reap whatever money they have taken from us. We can take it back now. I think this kind of an opportunities we have in agriculture sector. I think, I thank everyone, and if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to ask us.
MD साहब को ये बताओ कि आपके पास around 30 students are having talented students who are studying in second year, third year from the rural, remotest area, and they have developed this one. I mean, the guidance.
Sir, the beauty of Sir, another beauty what we did, we want to showcase the power of our students. So we have taken 30 students from a small remote villages. आप ऐसा भी बोल सकते हो कि उधर बस भी नहीं जाएगा. We have taken few from Pahad, from small remote villages. We trained them, and we have created this portal which has नहीं यार पीछे जाओ ना, नीचे चले जाइए पूरा नीचे. हाँ सर, दिस इज प्योरली इंडियन बेस्ड मेक इन इंडिया प्रोडक्ट. वो भी हमारा खुद बच्चे ने बनाया है, गूगल से compete करता है ये. ऐसा portal हमने बनाया है. So there are a couple of other portals which we are doing. I mean, on the translation side and various other opportunities
नीट का
also.
2 मिनट नीट का बताओ
एक बार
ना,
नीट
आपका
का वो
नीट का एक बार
open
प्लीज
करना है.
आपको बताओ नीट क्या कर रहा है.
Sir, this is another amazing opportunity because lots of students from rich students, they can purchase high quality content. But what about the middle class as well as poor students? So that's a gap, right? So what we did, we selected best of the best tech companies in the world. And we created a platform where it is customizable in nature, personalized in nature, adaptive in nature. Because we as Ministry of Education strongly believes one thing, that every student is unique in nature. Example, I'm pretty good in learning things by seeing the pictures. Some are very good in research oriented, some are very good in textual, some are mathematical oriented. So we have collected and selected all best of the best such kind of a companies and created an artificial intelligence platform so that students can come, they can purchase that products, the best of the best content products using this neat platform. So, but what is the recipe? Secret recipe is we negotiated with these tech companies saying that for every 4 purchase, the 5th one you please give it for free. We will give it to our economically backward weaker sections. This is our thought of our honorable vice chairman, sir. Because I don't want to take credit. You know, that's a sir's idea.
क्या होता है?
क्या- क्या-
What
sir?
would they buy?
एक बार नीचे आइए जी, थोड़ा सा. So these are the different selected categories and companies. Example, they can look into the accounting, financial products, assessment or career counseling, or coding skills testing, internship supporting, laboratory tools, management products, mathematical products. So examples is IoT using Android. Okay, so business structural analysis for
Management
small
skills,
business.
Management,
Click करो management skills.
management.
Management. So business development skills programming, एक बार click कीजिए उसके ऊपर. So sir, this gives an introduction and this gives all the programming highlights. नीचे आ जाओ, ठीक है. So sir, it has all the details and we created 2 different models because one side we want to encourage the companies, because in order to acquire a customer, you need to spend minimum 200 to 300 rupees only to generate a lead. Forget about the sale. I'm sure you all know the management. So what we convinced them saying that, see, in order to penetrate to a 2nd, 3rd level cities, you need to spend a lot of money. Instead of spending that money, you know, which no one will see the billboards, we will directly interact with the students, and without white labeling, we will give this product directly to the student for free of cost. They will advertise your product, you know, on the ground level. And for every college who is empowered with AICTE, we will make sure we will do a full-fledged marketing and lead generation for you. So on regular basis, we call all these companies on our portal, and we will have a webinars with all the colleges. We will explain how this upskill and skill our students, because see, making them job ready is very important. And as you know, the world is changing in a rapid phase. I think it is our responsibility as a AICTE. We need to give them what industry really wants. And we call companies like IBM, Microsoft, everyone, and you know, they will share their thoughts, how it is moving, cloud computing example, and computational power. You know, IBM is have n number of patents on that. So we invited them on board. We requested them to train our students. We requested them, you know, some of the companies to train our students on the cyber security. So we opened up the entire world to all our students.
अभी
this
कितनी
is
कितनी
what,
कंपनीज आपके साथ रजिस्टर्ड
We
हैं,
have
कितने products हैं?
48 plus best of the best companies, sir. Thousands applied. But our thought process is for Ministry of Education, AICTE is only give best of the best to the students, faculty, and institutes. So we have selected only best of the best by doing a blind review. So that, you know, the company, no one knows the company name, and they evaluators will evaluate the product ताकि ऐसा नहीं हो जाए कोई bias हो जाए. उसके बाद then we put this through a CA, and CA go through the financials of the company, and he again filters some companies. Then we call them physically. We will due diligence the company product. Once we finish that, we negotiate on the price, because we said, अरे ये तो गरीब बच्चे तो खरीद नहीं सकते, तो इसका थोड़ा दाम कम कीजिए. So we even negotiated on behalf of the students and institutes, and we balanced it for the Indian pricing, because some of the products are like, you know, it's a skyrocketing price, so which no one can afford. I mean, let us be very frank, you know, when, I mean, you know, even I can't afford when I see some products. So I realized and we negotiated and we minimized and marginalized that price to a factor up to 40-60%, so that our students can afford, and every college collects some fund, digital fund from the students. So anyway, that fund is available with the institutes. So we have created a model called B2B model. एक बार ऊपर जाइए, इसमें ऊपर B2B करके एक है उसमें.
Complete institute can become.
Institute can purchase bulk licenses, sir. इससे क्या होगा, प्राइस भी कम हो जाएगा, सब बच्चे को ये प्रोडक्ट भी मिल जाएंगे. तो ऐसा एक सक्सेसफुल मॉडल इसमें क्रिएट.
Thank you, Buddha sir, for making a wonderful presentation and demonstration of the internship portal. And on behalf of the guests, we thank for giving a wonderful portal for the benefit of students of our country for carrying out this internship. Thank you, Secretary. Now I request our Honorable Vice Chairman, sir, Professor MP Punia sir, to address the participants.
So, thank you very much, sir, Sandeep Kumar sir, MD NCDC, our team AICTE and students and teachers who are connected today. So it is a wonderful help to us, sir. It is basically coming of US in AICTE, that itself is a great motivation to us. Already I was connected with you, and the way you are working, your style of working, functioning, the rapid pace which you have created, and it has been said here, 24,000 rupees loan it has been given to our cooperative societies during last year, which is amazing, sir. And probably your connect with the AICTE will be helping many of the students for getting this hands-on experience. The biggest challenge which we people are having, probably our technical education is largest in the world. Around 1 million students every year, engineering graduates, 1 million engineering graduates every year they are coming out. Their acceptance is very important. Their technical know-how means strength in technology. Then their social connect, which it has to be established, means whatever knowledge they are gathering, it should be socially relevant. That's the final target. The suggestions which are coming from the industries, many a times when we are discussing that in what way our product can become more useful for you people. First suggestion, they are saying the curriculum, the content which are being delivered to the students, those content should be aligned with our requirements, because industries are competing at global level. Their technology, their processes, their quality of that repute. But the type of education which we are imparting in our academic institutes, probably we are unable to align with them, that speed of their working, the speed of the teachers working. I think it is not getting aligned. So according to their suggestion, the change in curriculum, the practical skills of the students, their attitude part, the confidence building of the teachers, the infrastructure which is needed of that global repute, in every corner we people are trying to work, sir. So during last 5 years, our honorable chairman, Professor Anil Sastikude, he had joined in 2015. Now it is 6th year, more or less, it has been completed. And the changes which he has made, in fact, that is changing our mindset. Earlier, the way we people were functioning, our role was just like inspectors. We were entering into the academic institute, measuring the sizes of rooms, toilets, everything. वो हमने बंद किया था इसको, जो है कि हम इनेबलर कैसे बन सकते हैं उस इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर जो बच्चा पढ़ रहा है, जो टीचर, उनके पास अपन कैसे जा सकते हैं. हम कोई पुलिस के लोग थोड़े ही हैं, एकेडमिशियन है, तो एकेडमिक एक्टिविटीज को स्ट्रेंथन करने का हमारा रोल होना चाहिए. एंड दैट एग्जैक्टली पीपल आर स्टार्टेड. और अब जो चेहरे भी इनके दिख रहे हैं, स्माइलिंग फेस दिख रहे हैं, इस तरह का हमारे चेयरमैन साहब ने एक एनवायरनमेंट यहाँ पे क्रिएट किया. और आज भी उन्होंने आपसे जो है मैसेज किया आपको बेस्ट विशेष के लिए. उनको एक अर्जेंट मीटिंग में चंडीगढ़ जाना पड़ा, और कारण ये था चंडीगढ़ जाने का था, one of our officer, Mr. Anand Sharma, he was director here. And yesterday evening, he has got appointment letter for Haryana Public Service Commission member. So ये तो एक बड़ा सा assignment मिला उसको, director था. So today his own ceremony is there. So honorable chairman sir also it has been invited. So morning around 8:30 he has taken flight. He has gone there. और जो आनंद शर्मा यहाँ पे काम करते थे, जो मेंबर बने हैं, he was having charge of Jammu and Kashmir. जो आपका कैडर है, आपके दिल के करीब है, जो वो रीजन जो है, तो वहाँ पे हम क्या कर रहे हैं सर, कि जम्मू कश्मीर में से हर साल we are picking around 5,000 students, and we are bringing them in this part of the country, the best institutes in the country related to engineering, even to medical, nursing, pharmacy, all sort of coordination work. It has also been given to us by Government of India. Their whole expenditure of their education, their stay, everything owned by AICTE. So at present, more than 20,000 students are studying in this region of the country. उसको आनंद शर्मा कोऑर्डिनेट करता था. और कश्मीर के अंदर जो है गांव-गांव में, के घर-घर में जाके जिस तरह से स्कीम को बढ़ावा दिया उसका, amazing contribution he has done, and probably that message also it has to go to Haryana because he is native of Haryana. तो उसको वहाँ पे पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन का मेंबर नियुक्त किया गया, तो उसमें चेयरमैन साहब को आज जो है जाना पड़ा है। तो अभी जिस तरह के हमारे प्रयास जो चल रहे हैं, कल भी प्रधानमंत्री जी का मैं बता रहा था रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस का पढ़ाई जो है, आज अपन ने रिजर्वेशन भी दे दिया, SC ST OBC सबको दे दिया, पर वो कंप्लीट एम्पावरमेंट नहीं। आपने एक बार एंटर कराया हो तो इंस्टीट्यूट में, बट एम्पावरिंग इनटू द इंस्टीट्यूट, enabling them, making them confident, then certainly all sort of measures for the purpose of empowerment, which has to be that efforts it has to be done. So जो regional languages में पढ़ाई की भी बात है, उस बच्चे को अगर अपनी जानने वाली भाषा के अंदर ही किताबें और सारा मटेरियल मिल जाता है, probably after second year third year he may be also very good in English also in international language, but particularly जब enter कर रहा है, उसका take off जो हो रहा है, that time if we can have hand holding, if we can help, so ये प्रयास जो AICTE ने किया, कल इसको लॉन्च किया गया, और इस टूल से हम सारा मटेरियल किताबें फर्स्ट ईयर की मोर और लेस हमने 12 रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस में भी कन्वर्ट कर ली है। तो 2021-22 का जो सेशन शुरू होगा, उसके अंदर करीब इंडिया में जो अपनी रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस हैं, उसके अंदर हमारे पास बुक्स, हमारे पास जो दिलीप मालकड़े जी के स्वयं प्लेटफॉर्म पे डिजिटल कंटेंट्स, एवरीथिंग विल बी अवेलेबल टू दी स्टूडेंट्स। सो उसी तरह का प्रयास हमारा ये इंटर्नशिप का है, नीट का, जो इंडस्ट्री की नीड है उसके हिसाब से हम बच्चे तैयार करें, and the day on which they are coming out from our academic institute, they should be of great use for that industry. That's the target, and that type of environment we are trying to create. So again, my sincere thanks to you for coming here, sir. And one document will be handing over to you today, that is related to that strengths, innovations, in fact, and for the empowering our rural areas, our villages. The ideas of the strengths. ये इनोवेशन की डिटेलिंग है जो बच्चों ने सजेशन किए हैं, कुछ इसमें से इंडस्ट्री के साथ हमने कनेक्ट किए हैं। So our internship is in 2 parts.
Area empowerment, and this is about institutions transformation into smart institution.
So our internship is in 2 parts. In 6 months, we are expecting around 1,000 hours they'll be working. Out of those 1,000 hours, 700 hours they'll be working on their core competencies, technical area. But 300 hours out of those 1,000 hours, 300 hours they have to work for the betterment of the society. तो प्रधानमंत्री जी का ड्रीम है कि एक फार्मर की इनकम डबल हो। हमें ये लगता है कि ये चैलेंजिंग काम है। हम ये करें कि गांव की इनकम कैसे डबल हो सकती है, जहाँ पे सब तरह के, वहाँ पे एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन, वाटर कंजर्वेशन, स्किलिंग ऑफ रूरल यूथ, imparting proper education to our youth, planning of that village by our architecture students, by reducing the cost of construction by civil engineering students. So how technical know-how of our graduates can be connected to villages, so that income of a village can be improved. So ये concept लेके हमने ये innovative ideas बच्चों के आए हैं, ये आपके सामने, क्योंकि ये आपके दिल के करीब होंगे निश्चित रूप से। और हमारा जो आज का कनेक्ट है, ये छोटा सा कनेक्ट नहीं, it will be very strong bonding, and in time to come I think many more initiatives with the help of our government organization, our government partners will be able to. खुदा जी आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, बहुत अच्छी टीम आपकी जो है काम कर रही है, और इसी तरह से आप इसी स्पीड से काम करते रहे। मेरे रिलेटिव हैं साहब कृष्ण चौधरी, मेरे गांव में भी आए हुए हैं। गांव में क्या, मेरे सिस्टर जो है हमने दे रखी है, मामा जी की लड़की जो है। कृष्ण जी आपका भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपने जिस तरह से MD साहब से हमें कनेक्ट किया, I'm really grateful to you. Best wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your address. Under your leadership and guidance, we have launched this NEET program within 90 days, from the concept development to onboarding the company. And on January 12th, we have launched in 2020. We had 13 companies. Today, the second year, we have 45 companies. Around few lakhs of students across the country have been joined this program. And to internship with complete guidance and motivation from Vice Chairman sir, we are able to reach across the country by conducting various programs and awareness. So with your continuous guidance, we will assure you that we will take this internship and NEET portal to next level under your guidance and Chairman sir, Member Secretary sir, and Potential sir's guidance. We will see to that more companies are on board. Thank you, sir. Now we have been waiting for the most important occasion, the launching of the internship portal. Now I request the Chief Guest, Sandeep Kumar sir, and Member Secretary Sir and Vice Chairman Sir for joining the launch of this internship portal for benefit of students of our country.
Wireless connect. वो नीचे क्लिक कर दीजिए ना NCDC नीचे जाइए क्लिक करो उसको थोड़ा ऐसे स्क्रॉल कीजिए So as we have lots of institutes and students online, so we request to utilize this opportunity because don't think that you are not from agriculture background. I think agriculture is part of Indianism. So you can use whatever technology or solution you know that can be implemented on the agriculture level. So you can try it out, and I see this is the first step. Where we are integrating is a proper integration between education and agriculture. I think these two are pillars for our country. And I request every institute as well as students who join, please participate, go through this. And we request sir to even increase the numbers because sir हमारा पास 4 करोड़ बच्चे हैं तो आप थोड़ा ज़्यादा openings दे दीजिए हमें. We will give you best of the best students, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I thank the Managing Director of NCDC, Sahakar Mitra, for giving this wonderful opportunity for the benefit of our students community across the country. I'm sure all the students will make use of this internship and get benefited out of it. Now I request the Managing Director NCDC, Sandeep Kumar sir, to address the participants.
नमस्कार आज का ये जो लॉन्च हुआ हमारा साकार मित्रा इंटर्नशिप पोर्टल फॉर स्टूडेंट्स AICTE का जो रेवोल्यूशनरी नीट पोर्टल के माध्यम से इसके लिए मैं NCDC के तरफ से और मेरे पर्सनल भी आपसे AICTE के लीडरशिप को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ. Special thanks to Professor Punia because Professor Punia has been the prime mover in bringing NCDC and AICTE together. We started our discussion on a very different front. About 1.5 years, not 1.5 years, it is in 2019, we wanted to have a partnership with engineering institutions to have food processing technology for cooperatives. Cooperatives are another form of private business. They are not government business. Cooperatives are privately owned, but in a very democratically owned manner. It is not like a company which is owned by a person, the largest shareholder decides, but in cooperative, even if you are holding 90% of the share, but you will have only one vote. So that is what the cooperatives are. And cooperatives are of various kinds. We work with all types of cooperatives except urban housing cooperatives, which essentially means it is not agriculture alone. We work with cooperatives which are transport cooperatives. We work with cooperatives which are cargo shipping companies. So in India and far off Andaman Nicobar Islands, all the supplies are done through a cargo shipping cooperative, which we finance. We have promoted that. That cooperative has gone abroad. One of the European countries bought a ship, 2 ships, and they're running it. Transport company, transport infrastructure in one particular area of a particular state is being run for last several decades by a cooperative society. Today, through this Sahakar Mitra internship, I would like to request all the AICTE partner institutions and students to come into any idea that you have to develop it as a business plan by a cooperative, whether it is in agriculture or Mr. Buddha Chandrasekhar was talking about a computer science boy or girl to take into the drones for spraying and insecticides, or just when you look at the yield of the crops. We're working with Microsoft, by the way, through another window of the ministry. But the students have, they can work under this internship program on any idea that they have. Not necessarily the traditional way of looking at agriculture. The traditional way of looking at agriculture is producing rice, wheat, and sugar cane. It is not that, but anything which goes into a business of agriculture or allied sector means anything, whether it is dairy or some exotic cheese that you think that it should be developed or marketed, which comes from a particular breed of cow of, say, the Daman Union Territory, were open for it. The exotic word may be English, but exotic resides within us, within our country. So we have to take our exotic, say, I belong to Balasore. Balasore has many exotic things. I would like to sell it to a village in Surat. So that is what I don't have to aim at always selling it to Singapore or to Germany or something like that, because my business, my cooperative's business is within. We are aiming at, we are exporting outside, but our students should, through this internship, they should look at business plans of anything they want. These 4 months, these numbers, 60 we say, that is only indicative. Issue is that 60 in what time frame? Issue is that whether it is in 1 day 60 students or in 1 year, it is up to the numbers get filled, will increase it. There is no issue about that. It is so numbers get filled, and we're really happy, and we look forward to all your partner institutions, all the whether they are in engineering or in other areas that you address, use. Educational system. It is not only engineering, this broad engineering, but I believe other than medicine and nursing, you handle everything else, which I feel that way. Yes, medicine and nursing, everything is with you. So, but our cooperatives are also everywhere. So we have huge cooperatives which are working in health sector. We have finance cooperatives who provide ultra tech nuclear medicine for the cancer care. They are primary cooperative societies, but they are not very publicized, because cooperative means always it looks like the agriculture, growing rice and wheat. It is not that. Cooperatives are into many things. They are doing. Otherwise, how will they, like last year we did a business of 24,000 crores of rupees, but year before that we did a business of 28,000 crores of rupees. So how does it happen? So these are the cooperatives which are absorbing that kind of money, and if they are taking the money, they are returning it also. Our recoveries are of the order of 99.5%. Every money that we lend, every rupee that we lend, it comes back. The cooperatives are returning back. Our NPA is a thing which you are very familiar. Our NPA is 0, which means any cooperative takes the money, everything comes back. So these are not matched by the so-called private sector banking that we have. Another thing which we in the cooperative sector are pushing is the high level of digitalization. So the primary cooperatives, which are at the base of all our efforts, the government of India, our new minister, Honorable Home Minister, he is our Minister of Cooperation also. His first priority, what he has told, is that our primary cooperatives have to be empowered and enabled. So one of the ways is to digitalize them, to bring it under network. So in that also a huge opportunity, huge amount of money that we put for the computerization of the primary cooperatives, the networking of the banks. Cooperative banks are another huge area. The cyber security of these cooperative institutions. You might have heard about PACs. PACs are the lowest level of cooperative structure banks. They are also banking institutions. So their cyber security issues. All these areas, the areas are enormous, and particularly when we started discussing with Professor Punia was developing mobile agro-processing hubs where, say, if you are processing tomato in one place, that unit should move to different places, one tehsil to another tehsil to another district. It's not our money. So we had started our discussion on that, and we have reached a very fruitful conclusion today. Thank you very much. I am really happy to be here, and I am very enthused. In fact, I always talk about NCDC, where NCDC can find business opportunities. By talking to you, we have got many business opportunities which will work forward, work towards it. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful address. You've been always looking at the government sector as a cooperative development organization in the loan perspective.
Now they are saying business opportunity.
That's what I was
Business opportunity.
That's
They are
what I
saying,
was
no,
thinking.
this business plan. Students should submit how income
Yes.
of village can be doubled. Now, this is the type of funding which we want.
And
It is
sir,
exactly same.
I think we need to thank the Tomota, which connected two great people together. And sir, I see here the activities on the cold chain side, consulting services, consumer side, dairy, livestock, fisheries. I think this is going to be a very fruitful integration between AICTE and NCDC, sir. Not only from technology side.
Vishwakarma award also.
wo-
The areas which are specifying, those areas we can give to the students. These are the challenges. You find out some optimum solutions and put to NCDC.
What this year, because we are keeping it Atmanirbhar Bharat, and being agriculturist, I personally believe that agriculture has a primary role in making India Atmanirbhar. So some of the parameters if you can provide us, which we will be putting to the.
And not only agriculture. It is not only the technical know which our friends are having, how they can provide some
In
optimal
10,
solutions.
12 days, we'll be launching the first telemedicine initiative for fisher women. Look, telemedicine is for you and me. Oh, we dial a number and then the English talking or very sophisticated Hindi speaking talks. But the fisherwoman, she is highly exposed. She is in, I'm from a coastal area. The coastal climate as well as the salty water, she is exposed from when she is a child. Because the fisherwoman, once she becomes a part of a family, on a very small level, she is doing that. Unke liye we are doing the first telemedicine thing through AIMS Raipur, NCDC, but which may intervening technology software fellow is another cooperative. It is one of the prime cooperatives who develop and handle. So prime cooperative ke piche engineers hi hai. It is not cooperative, it's an organization, structure, but which engineers hai, doctors hai. So
So actually, we have to declare our theme for the ensuing session which will come up. So we would seek your expertise in advising us as to what should precisely be our theme and some of the parameters while deciding the theme for the next year's awards, both for the institutional development as well as for the Chhatra Vishwakarma.
ये दोनों हमारे टीम मेंबर्स हैं, इनके जो डिसाइड करेंगे वो सब हो जाएगा। प्रोफेसर पुनिया आप लोग बैठ के डिसाइड करें, हमारा तरफ से इट इज यस, प्लीज टेक इट एज यस, चलो पार्ट ऑफ
ये एक अच्छी सी
डिटेलिंग आप कर लीजिए जैसे वगैरह, बट हम लोग इसमें विश्वकर्मा अवार्ड में विल बी देयर फॉर
Right.
इट।
Right.
Okay, sir. Thanks for sharing your valuable time. Now I request our member secretary, sir, Professor Ajit sir, to give formal vote of thanks.
Thank you, Alan. Respected Sri Sandeep Kumarji, Managing Director NCDC, Sri Kishan Chaudhary ji, Advisor, another guest from NCDC, Honorable Vice Chairman AICTE, Professor M.P. Punia, my colleagues from AICTE. Sir, we were discussing and we were talking about number of internship. One of my suggestion is that because you are dealing with lot of cooperatives, you are giving these internship directly to us, and these all are paid internship. If you connect your cooperatives directly to AICT to through this portal, and if they are taking 1 or 2 interns, even if they are not paying to interns, but they are getting exposure, that is a very important task. So I think we should think in that direction where cooperatives, they come directly to our portal and they take interns from us, then this number will be quite large. So because definitely you must be dealing with 20,000, 30,000 cooperatives. So we can think in this direction. So this is the beginning. Many more ideas will come in time, and we will incorporate definitely this partnership is going to enhance in time to come, and the numbers of internship in this sector, because this you're dealing in almost all sectors, this number of internship, they are going to be very, very large. Thank you very much for visiting AICT, sir. And in time to come, we will launch a program where thousands of interns, they will participate in your presence, in the presence of our chairman. Thank you very much, sir. Namaskar.
वेरी गुड राजीव जी, आपने जो बात कही, अभी एमएसएमई की एक स्कीम है, स्फूर्ति स्कीम जो है, एंड दे आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड आउट द क्लस्टर्स जिसके अंदर काम कर सकते हैं. सो हमने नागालैंड के अंदर उनसे स्फूर्ति से रिक्वेस्ट किया कि हमारे कुछ टीचर्स के लिए, कुछ स्टूडेंट्स के लिए प्लीज ऑर्गेनाइज वन ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम. 15 days ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम दे कंडक्टेड. इट वाज फेस टू फेस मोड, एंड फाइनली उनको एरियाज आइडेंटिफाई करके क्लस्टर कैसा होना चाहिए, क्या होना, उस एरिया की रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, लाइक दिस वन. सो व्हेन दैट ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम एंडेड आफ्टर 15 days, those students and teachers, they have prepared those proposals for clusters, new cluster development, and those proposals, it has been submitted to MSME just probably 2 months back, 3 months back. Out of those proposals, maybe 12-13 proposals were 4, it has been accepted by MSME. Students और teachers ने बनाए हुए एक ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम के तहत जो उनको ट्रेनिंग मिली, they have prepared and business proposal, वो और अच्छे क्लस्टर्स वहाँ पे उस एरिया में डेवलप होंगे. क्लस्टर मींस वहाँ पे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप भी होगी, जॉब क्रिएशन भी होंगे, और ये बिजनेस जो है इस तरह से आगे बढ़ेंगे. तो होप जो आपके साथ हमारा कनेक्टेड है वो मेरे हिसाब से उसी तरह से क्लस्टर्स की तरह से आगे बढ़ेगा.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All the students and faculty members who have been joined for this program across the country for joining this program, and I request every students to get benefit out of this internship. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.